Alright, so welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the length of this video for the simple fact that I did record over a course of 2 days so you guys could see how I sleep on a Flexi rod set, and also how I take it down the next day and keep it going. So I've already done the whole back of my head. I really just wanted to show you guys exactly how I roll it. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do the sides, and then I'm going to finish the rest off camera. I did all of the back and the sides in orange because I like a tighter curl on the sides, and then I'm going to do the top of it in gray because I just like them a little bit bigger. But if you like yours small all around, then I would stick to the smaller rollers. So I am using two products for this Flexi rod set. I'm going to be using my Cantu leave-in conditioner and my Eco Styler gel. I was using mousse to start with, but I hated the way it made my hair feel. So that's why it's kind of important to listen to you guys' hair, because it just did not feel right, and I could already tell that it was going to mess up. So I just took that out, and I ended up only using the leave-in conditioner and the gel, and it ended up turning out beautiful. So a lot of people worry about the gel making their hair hard, but I've never had any issues with it, as long as I guess you don't use too much of it. My hair didn't snag, nor was it super hard to break up the curls. So if that's a concern for you guys, I have not had an issue with it. So this is about the size that I like to do it. I don't like to do them too big or too small, because I want it to dry quick, but I also want the curls to be super defined. I feel like when you use bigger ones, I just don't feel like it lasts as long. So that's why I do about a medium size. So now I'm adding the Flexi rod. I really like to smooth the ends on. That's the main thing I'm worried about. And as I roll up, I smooth the hair on there, because I tend to have little naps that stick out, and you want to go ahead and smooth those out before you even set the roller, because if you set it a mess, the curl is going to set a mess, if that makes sense. It's really simple. I do the same thing all around my head. I do not use a comb, y'all. I just feel like when you don't use a comb, you don't have those parts that are super hard to get out of your head. So that's why I just don't use a comb at all. And it just makes my life a lot easier. So I'm going to add my Cantu, detangle, and then I'm going to add my gel. And there we go. My hair has come a long way, y'all. My hair used to only touch my ears, and I would still do perm rod sets. So just to see it be long enough now is a great thing to see. So this is pretty much the what I've done to my whole head. I'm gonna come back after I finish the whole thing and show you guys what it looks like after I'm done. I just don't feel the need to show you the whole thing because I'm literally doing the same thing, just with gray rollers at the top. And this is the finished product. And this is how I'm gonna sleep. My neck is gonna hurt so bad, but I'll be back. This is me 2 days later. There's no reason why I waited so long. It's just that I was not going anywhere. So I didn't feel a need to take out my rollers, y'all. I went out taking my dogs outside with these rollers in. I was a mess, but I refuse to take my rollers out if I'm not going anywhere. So I'm officially leaving the house, so I'm taking them out. Now, I've started to struggle because there were so many in my head that it was getting caught and hard for me to figure out which ones I needed to take out. But when you guys do take them out, be careful and don't roll completely until you know that it's fully dry, because there's no reason for you to take that whole roller out and it's not dry. But since I know that I've been sitting in the house for 2 days straight, I know these things have to be dry. If not, it wasn't meant to be. So when you unroll them, you really want to take your time. And it's weird, you have to roll down but also like in a corkscrew motion to make sure the curls stay formed. It's weird, but I mean, you'll know that you're rolling it the wrong way because it'll tighten the curl instead of unloosen, if that makes sense. All right, now I'm just feeling to make sure they're all out, and I'm gonna massage my scalp. Oh my gosh, y'all don't know how painful it is to sleep in those things. Those are worse than the perm rods. So I'm gonna just do a little shake and start to loosen up the curls. Then I'm gonna take my Essential 17 hair oil. I really like this oil. I've been using it for a while now, almost a year. I got this back in BMT, y'all. But I'm gonna put that on my fingertips, and that's when I start separating the curls. Now, first I was separating and unraveling, but you can tell that if you unravel the wrong way, you'll mess up the curl. That's why I just started separating, just pulling them apart and just letting it do what it do, and it turned out better that way anyways. So do what you please, but I feel like that works the best way for me. And I just kind of try to untwist the curl the other way, and then I try to separate it where the hair is naturally separating. I don't try to do too much to it. If you find that it snags, then don't overdo it. You know, you don't want to necessarily mess up the curl. And as my hands start to get dry, I continue to add oil, and I'm just going to continue to separate. I'm only doing it once right now, just to see if it gets full enough like I like it, but it doesn't. So I'm going to take the time to continue to separate it until it's as thick as I want it to be. But also keep in mind that this is only the first day, so you guys don't want to separate too much, nor do you want to pick too much, because we want to give it days to fall and really reach its full potential. So you don't really want to do too much, but do you, boo, because at the end of the day you can always re-roll it if need be. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue to do this, and I'll periodically shake it out and pick the curls a little bit just to get it a decent size for the first day. So this is after I've separated all the curls at least once, and I still am not happy with the size that it is, so I'm going to continue to go until I feel like it's the shape that I want it to be for the first day. But some people would decide to stop here, and that is totally fine if it fits your liking. Like I said, it's to each his own, and I'm shaking it, like I said, just to loosen up the curls a bit. And I'm pretty much happy with the way it is now. I'm pretty sure I've separated the curls twice, or in some places 3 times at this point, and that is enough for me. So now I'm just shaking it, and I'm gonna continue to kind of shape it in the way that I want it to lay. But as far as separating the curls, I am pretty much done. I'm gonna add my bad girl earrings back on, and we're good to go. So we are on night 1. I'm ready to go to bed. So I'm going to take these 2 hair ties and I'm going to start to put my hair up. And as you guys can see, I'm really trying to focus on grabbing my hair at the root instead of at the curl, so that we don't mess up the curl that much. And I'm doing this very, very gently and very, very slow, so that I don't disturb the curl too much. And I'm literally separating it where it naturally separates. I'm not separating any curl and forcing it. I am just simply separating it as smoothly as possible. And then I'm going to take that hair tie and I'm going to do my best to pull it over the curls once and then twice. And then there you go. Now, some people like to band their hair to stretch it as much as possible. If that's what you like, then do it. But I don't really want to do too much, like I said. So this is enough for me. I'm going to do the back the same exact way. Like I said, separate it where it naturally separates. And I'm also pushing the back of my hair up, because I tend to sleep on the back of my head sometimes and I don't want to smush the curls. So I'm pushing it up. So I take my hair tie and I just simply put it over the back, and I also push that hair up in the back, push the back of it up so that when I lay back on it, it's not smushing the curls, if that makes sense. And I just tie it and go to bed as normal. If you want to use a bonnet, you can, but I just don't prefer to. I will see you guys tomorrow. So it's the next morning. I got my essential oil again, and I'm going to go ahead and take these ponytails out. Nothing special. Be gentle again. You guys, I was really concerned because I just got out the shower and it looked like it started to revert back. So I was really worried this wasn't going to come out right. But lo and behold, it did. I'm going to go ahead and shake everything loose again. And I'm going to start kind of pulling the curls down and getting them to form and lay the way I want them to lay, because they are kind of stuck in this position. I'm going to use that oil again, put it on my fingertips, and I'm going to start shaping the hair, but I'm also going to unravel more of the curls. And as the days go along, you guys, you can do this as many times as you want. But since this is the last day that I'm going to record, after this particular day, I would go ahead and re-roll the perimeter of my hair, because after today, the curls started to get a little bit frizzy and messed up. So I would re-roll the perimeter of my head, and the middle was pretty much fine because we don't manipulate that too much. But if you are going to keep this going, either style your hair in different styles or go ahead and re-roll those ones around the perimeter of your head. So yeah, you guys, I'm just going to continue to do this until I reach my desired look. Give me 15 and we got a deal. We gotta get at least 15. So after about 5 minutes of separating more curls, this is kind of getting to be the size that I want it to be. I'm just going to continue to shake and pick and unravel until it gets the size I want it to be. Like I said, as the days go on, I start to pick and, you know, undo the curls until my hair is super big. I really like how the curls look after a couple days. The first day is never my favorite because I feel like the curls are like too defined. So once it starts to hang more and get a little more messy, this is what I really enjoy. But to each his own. If you don't like this look, then you can always re-roll your hair and go from there. But I like this style because I can make it last up to a week if I want. Or some days I just wear it for only one day. It's really your preference. Alright guys, I have pretty much reached my desired style, and this is my finished product. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested in seeing styles that I would do with old rod sets, just let me know. Yeah, let me know what you guys think and what products you guys use for your rod sets. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.